Okay, I got the recording started up again.
Stream just says you just turned stream back on, so you might have just connected to the internet.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. But I'm back! Yeah, it might do that a few times because we got stormy weather outside.
Ah.
Oh.
It just rolled in, seemingly.
That explains it.
Okay.
Did you hear what Isabella asked Tana?
Just ask again.
Hey, can I come back and enter this place? Because it's really cool, but I think our friends want to see it who are doing their own shopping.
Yeah, you can go ahead and get them. We'll wait here.
Awesome. And Isabella just tries to find the others.
The second Isabella takes like 3 steps, Mirash can be like, hold on.
Yes?
I'm gonna cast Sending on Clarity and Jonah, because I'm gonna twin spell this, and I'm gonna say, meet us at X shop ASAP. Non-violent emergency.
If he twin spells Sending, is it like a conference call?
No, you guys just get the same message.
It is.
You guys just get the same
you
message, but when you respond, he gets both messages at the same time, and it's very difficult to make heads or tails of who's saying what.
Okay, so respond in 3, 2, 1. Oh wait, I think Amumu is grabbing like a muffin or something. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she went on a bathroom break. The problem is I can understand when multiple people talk. So just like, what do you say?
Sure, man, I'm on my way. By the way, do you know someplace in this place I can get Rocky Talkies? Is that what they're called? I'm not really sure, but I'm looking.
Rocky Talkies.
The really fucked up part is I think I have a couple of them.
I have introduced black mirrors for you guys to buy for easy communication.
Yeah, I think I bought like several of them and I sent them.
No,
I
you
already
didn't buy
sent them
any.
off. Did I not? Okay.
No, you said you were going to, but we left like.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the thing so I can find the Rocky Talkies.
Yeah, I imagine like black mirrors are just beyond Jonah. Like he's like an old man with a smartphone.
So my dad.
He just like calls you guys like, or like he's just like yelling for somebody to help him. He's like, how do I send them texty messages?
I want to send a GIF, one of them GIFs.
I pressed something. Now all my letters are gone. It just showing me a bunch of faces.
Why is it just? I don't know what happened, but it's just showing me big booty Latinas. Make it stop.
Now, why do I see myself as a dog? Hey, is it like the furry stuff just mascots? Oh.
But yeah, it doesn't take too long for everyone to rendezvous to the same spot.
Okay.
Keep sending me these LOLs and BRBs. Is she having a stroke? What's going on?
We need clarity.
Now, Mumu, shit faster. Oh, hi, Mumu.
What? What the fuck?
Did you wash your hands?
Yes, I washed my hands.
With soap?
Well, that fucking long she took, I hope so.
So, Mumu.
Mm-hmm.
Quick rundown what you missed. We ran into Hannah. Hannah opened a portal into a golden fucking citadel.
Oh, I was there for that.
Madrash
Were you here for the sending?
Sending to you and Jonah was like, hey, we have a non-violent emergency at shop name.
I see.
Come ASAP.
I just want to preface that since I'm with Gleb, Gleb just hears like my end. Because Jonah
Uh-huh.
doesn't know he can respond in his head. He's just speaking out loud. There's like a full like 1 minute message that just gets cut off 25 words in. Just like, yep, totally. So you know he's coming. He also is looking for something called Rocky Talkies.
Which do not exist and will never exist.
No, sending stones.
Called Sending Stones.
Alright, quick kill me. I'm gonna come back as an artificer and make him. Let's go.
Alright.
Say less. So rocks fall,
Oh
Gleb
my-
dies.
No, you can't kill the main character. What the fuck?
Ladrash
No.
explodes, and then we have 2 artificers.
Everyone explodes and now they're all artificers. Oops. Oops, all artificer.
Anyhow, what does Clarity respond with?
Okay, I guess I'm on my way. Don't get into trouble.
We are the trouble.
Yeah. I was like, do you know who you're talking to?
Alright. I'm gonna urchin feature Giga Speed through the city.
Yeah, they were
leaving
just
Gleb
around.
behind.
They were just around.
I'm
the
leading
corner from
Gleb.
where you were at.
I like hop a fence next to you. Just-
Oh, Jonah, you're here so fast.
yeah,
Did you like
I mean, there's a pretty good
teleport here?
shortcut. No, I fail. And I point up at a fence.
I
It
could have
would be-
hollered. I could have just raised my voice and you would have heard me.
Yes.
Yeah. By the way,
So
do
we-
you know?
So,
By the way, do you know where I can buy some Rocky Talkies?
What is a Rocky Talkie?
I don't know. Those rocks you talk into, and then the voice comes out the other side.
you mean a cell phone?
What?
What do you? What?
Am
I-
I right?
I don't know. I was
talking.
talking with Claire the other night, and I figured we were going to do some shopping, so I figured I'd pick one up because she said that she could use those dreams to like contact people if they ever got separated, but she couldn't do it to me because I can't sleep anymore. So I was going to pick one up so she could do that in case of an emergency.
I think we should all get those, especially me, considering I don't have magic like everyone else.
I mean, we could also just get you a black mirror.
What's that?
It's like a sending stone, but a little more advanced.
Like FaceTime?
You're gonna have to teach me how to do that. I
That's
don't
fine.
wanna-
So, like, if I use that black mirror, do you see my face?
I believe so.
So if it's a black mirror, I mean, so if it's a black mirror, how do you see anything on it? Like, is like the text white? Like, do you write on with chalk? Is that why it's black, or is it?
No,
Is
the
it-
thing is, when it's not working, it looks. When it's not on, it just looks like a black mirror. So you could use it as a small hand mirror, but whenever
Okay.
you use it, illusions appear on it.
Okay, I thought it was black
Gonna-
because you use like chalk on it, so you can write like because
No, it's
These
all magic. It
chalkboards are
doesn't
black.
need any chalk.
I'm gonna
okay, so
I'm gonna do it. Isabel's gonna pull out her cell phone that's dead. Has been
Yeah,
dead.
like that. It's a black mirror.
This is a cell phone where I'm from.
It is a reflective black surface. How is that not a black mirror?
I could
Can
play
it do
games
anything
on
else?
it. I could play games.
Play a game then.
It's dead. I don't have
So it's
ability
just
to
a black
charge.
mirror.
look, I know this might sound a bit obvious, but I feel the need to say it as an expert on souls here. But objects don't die; they don't have souls. They can't.
Jonah has a point.
Like,
Well, I mean,
You know how you
being.
You know how
being-
you have
being
mag-
a-
you know how you have magic and you use up all that juice that has you do the magical stuff.
I don't really have
That's-
juice. I just
that's-
go until I'm told no.
Yeah, that's what this is. It kind of ran off all its magical juice, and I have no way to remake it magical juicified. Because how I did it
Well, I
back
can
where
try
I'm
and
from
put
is
magic in that.
So why do
no,
you call
it's
it
very
dead
different.
Why do you call it dead instead of empty?
Because it can come back alive.
But it's not
Yeah,
alive.
But it's not alive.
So it's
You can just
charged
say
and
it's-
uncharged.
Yeah.
Yes, I
You have
swear.
an uncharged black mirror.
Well, I
None of
guess
you
the
would
correct
last.
term would be discharged, actually. Discharged black. But
And empty. Yeah.
empty, yeah, that would work.
Can Clarity get here faster? This is like the
No.
organ donation talk again.
Yes. After a
But this time
awkward
the ship was
pause
in
in the
ground.
conversation, Clarity rounds a corner and is within sight.
Hi, Clarity.
Hello?
So, fun bit of information. And like I gesture towards Hannah. Hannah built the dungeon that Vladimir Steelworks made and invited us inside for to talk.
Hannah, once
How
again,
old are
kind
you?
of points to the open door and just kind of, ta-da.
How old are you?
I'm gonna walk
You
inside.
You never ask a lady their age.
Madragon
just did.
puts his head down and just walks inside, ignoring the question.
Yeah, I'll follow after Madraj and be like, I just did. I don't know. I don't see a problem with it.
Isabella's just following with Jonas, like, it's considered very rude.
I never said I was polite.
So,
Of all of us, you're sometimes the most polite.
as you guys all enter in and the door closes behind, it's a nice little cottage, finely furnished, candles lit in a little chandelier above by the ceiling. There's a table, kitchen, dining room. Down the hall you can see what looks like it leads to a blacksmith's forge, along with a few various other rooms. And she just takes a kettle off of the stove, grabs a platter of a few 6 cups, and then heads to the dining room table and starts pouring a cup for herself. Help yourselves. The tea's always fresh.
Thank you.
So, you've got a bunch of questions. What would you like me to answer them in? What order would you guys like me to answer them?
How did you build the dungeon? My understanding is that it's been there for a very long time.
Well, I built the dungeon. I mean, I carved out the stonework, filled it with monsters, put the treasure in, and then spread rumors of its existence. And then Vladimir Steelworks came in, and they're like, wow, this monster spews out demons. We can use that for something good. And then they just did. He completely redecorated the inside. Very tacky.
How?
Thing.
Question. You put an avatar of something really, really scary from the hells in that dungeon?
Yeah.
What was the original purpose of this dungeon?
Oh, it was a test of skill and strength. I mean, if someone could overcome the avatar of Lilith, it proves that they're worthy of the fragment of the spear. And you guys don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, hold on.
Is your name actually Hannah?
Hold on. She steps out of the dining room. You can hear clothing being thrown about, and she comes back in with, instead of her nice kind of worn blues and browns clothing. She comes in instead. Hold on. I gotta do this just right.
Anna is Kaihana.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
No.
Production value.
Hold
Holy
on.
shit.
Oh.
Courtesy of Himechi. Look on her
Yeah.
sleeve.
It is
Hell
not.
yeah.
Why isn't it working on my end? There it goes. Now I gotta get it to
It's working
work.
on our end.
There we go.
I got a full
Can you
screen.
see?
Yeah, I see
There we go.
it.
Oh,
As
oops,
she
I
is
clicked something.
come back
Oh.
into the room,
I
her
do.
her braid has changed sides, along with her clothing and the wizard cap, and she just kind of stands in front of you guys. Ta-da! I'm Kaihana. Yeah. It's a very
So
elaborate
you
disguise.
crafted the Spear of Phelan.
Yep. That was me.
Okay, suddenly
Madrash
the
is
guy
just gonna
saying.
put his head in his hands.
Okay, suddenly the guy
Nice.
that the whippy dude saying, "Oh, you will meet Kayana soon," makes a lot more sense now.
Wait, who said that?
Oh,
The
in the
demon.
insane asylum, there was a demon with a fiery whip that we killed.
Oh,
That said, "We'll meet you soon."
Yeah, I don't remember his name. Yeah. You guys were taking a long time, so I thought I'd stir the pot and see about speeding things up. But that took you guys like 2 months longer than I thought it would, so yeah.
Whoa, wait.
Wait, if you want us to do something, why didn't you just fucking tell us to? What?
Well, first of all, most people that I've met don't want to be told what to do. And second, I
Fair.
thought it'd be more fun this way.
I'm gonna. Madrash just puts his head back in his hands and he just looks down.
So you've been keeping track of our progress then,
Oh,
and
absolutely.
you know we're gathering.
Yep.
And you gave us
Kaihana?
the tattoos to stop us from being scryed on.
By anyone other than me. Yeah.
Son of a bitch! I knew it. Sorry. Excuse that, please.
That was Doom's reaction.
That was 100% Doom. Madrash just like clenched up when she said that and just goes, "That makes so much sense."
Yeah. You guys have been the most promising batch of this generation who's lived long enough, so I thought I'd put a little more hands-on to the situation.
So then, what is your motivations for gathering us here then?
Yeah, that one's she
you gonna
takes her
kill
cup
us?
of tea and just takes a really long, exaggerated sip of the tea, trying to like extend it for as long as time, and then sits it down. I need you guys to kill Phelan. Yeah.
That I did not
Hold up.
expect you to say.
Hold up, wait a minute. Madrash like, okay, so, two questions. One, would you prefer Hannah or Kaihana?
Dealer's choice. Preferably Hannah in public, because I'm trying to keep my identity a secret, because if any of Phelan's friends find out about me, I'll never hear the end of it. His little
And
fan
second
club.
question, do you maybe happen to possibly have one of those little blue crystals for a book of curses that you helped write?
Which one?
Oh fuck, there's more than one.
The one that
yeah.
specifically has a sleeping curse in it.
Curse of Ducks,
Oh.
Sleeping Curse. You co-authored it with Santa.
Satanta. Yeah, Satanta.
Satanta.
Yeah, there's probably a few of those books. We were short on money at the time to get resources, and so Satanta had the idea of, well, what if you make a book about spells and curses, and only half of them are actually usable? So that way you don't just arm a bunch of people.
Oh.
So that's what we did.
Well, this one was usable.
Well, yeah, the sleeping one isn't that bad. I could have put the one that turns people inside out.
Also had the one about the duck.
Unimportant. Does that book contain correct information in the same kind of binding curse for Fuelin? Because currently,
that one.
Oh, thank gods.
Different. Yeah, I
asked
of
because
didn't do
Go
that
ahead.
curse. No, but I know how to undo it. I know how it was
Who
made.
did?
Oh, let's see. She just kind of starts going through a notebook. Let's see. I think. I think it's more the cat lady, the cat witch. I can't remember what. I think she goes by Morgan for most of you guys. Yeah.
Morgana? Like the deity?
Morgan?
No, Morgan, the not quite a full
Morgan.
god, not quite a demigod, like the lesser powerful deities. Yeah, her cat's mischief.
The one I
moon.
like.
Yeah.
I like her.
Yeah. She's the one who sealed up Fuelin.
What the? Okay, that's even funnier that I like her now.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to give.
So you can.
I had to give her the curse to seal Fuelin because Fuelin didn't trust me, which is understandable. I did try to kill him a few times.
That's okay. So,
I have so many questions.
I have so many more questions.
Well, we got time.
I guess my most pressing question is, if you know we have that fragment of the spear, can you tell us where the last fragment is?
No. I mean, I can, but I won't.
Okay.
Is it because it ruins the fun?
No. Well, yes and no. See, I set up these dungeons all across the world as a way to test people to become stronger than they were before. Kind of a hero's trial as a way. But sometimes I make them a little too strong, and the heroes that I was trying to, mentor and nurture to take on these challenges ended up dying. But it's like if they die to these, Fuelin's just going to turn them into a tissue rag.
So
I had to.
How long have you been watching us?
Let's see. I watched Gleb when he was an egg. No, not Gleb. I've watched Madresh since he was an egg. Gleb, I saw them put the ingredients in the test tube. Isabella, maybe a day or so after you arrived. Jonah, more recently with Jonah. And then Clarity, whew. Yeah, your story's wild.
Question, is it the... You go first, Jonah.
You said more recently from me.
Yeah, pretty much as soon as you started to join these four, then I was just like, I wonder who this is. And so then I turned time back a little bit to see what was going on, and I was like, nothing interesting.
Shit.
My question... Did you start watching me when I thought I got here, or when I actually got here?
Does that matter?
Yes, because I don't know the difference in time. If it was a day or a week.
I mean, time is weird, especially when you can just bend it every now and then. So, yeah. I maybe one or the other. Not the important part. The important part is the fact that you guys are here at this current level of the world's evolution. Because I have been working really hard to get you guys this strong.
Hold on. Whoa. Something pretty important to me just was said.
What?
So you have the ability to spy on us all the way across the world. You can turn back time.
Well,
can you fix me?
I can't turn back time. I can just bend it and take a look through the hole. Yeah.
Question stands. Can you fix me?
No. Besides, I don't want to. If I fix you, then you're worthless.
Okay.
Apparently, there's more questions we have for you, Jonah. But that's not the bigger issue here.
Yeah. Okay. Once again, what questions you want answered, I'll try to answer them as best I can. Running at your guys' speed is so hard.
What speed do you normally run at?
Almost omnipotent deity? Almost? Not quite. They would be really mad if they, heard me say that.
Okay.
I got my fingers in a lot of pies going on and stuff.
Why do
we
you
know
want
you
us
want
to
us.
kill Phelan?
That was my question.
Well, I need help righting a wrong that I caused, partially caused.
You made a fucky wucky, and so we need to clean up her dirty work.
Yes, but not exactly. See, Phelan will eventually break free of his prison, one way or another. Either through time and it just wearing down, or someone's going to open it up. And when that happens, we need somebody, or a team of somebodies, ready to stop him. Because if he comes back, and he's going to be really pissed when he does, I'm not sure he's not going to just destroy everything in a fit of rage.
Is there a way to, lack of a better term, not kill him, but still pacify him?
Yes, I was working on that. I think it was 1,000 years ago or so, after sealing him, I had to help a different hero seal up this really nasty, evil thing. Just about as bad as Phelan, but he couldn't kill it because it kept regenerating. And so he came to me asking for a magical item to seal this thing away. And so I created a iron flask to seal it away. The problem is, we could use the iron flask to seal up Phelan permanently, but it's already full of something that's almost just as powerful as him, and so we'd need to free that thing, kill it, to then use it on Phelan. But to use it on Phelan, we would also need to free him and then put him in a different prison. See, it's a little complicated. I've been trying to get things up to speed where I could get a band of heroes ready to defeat this evil in order to then seal away Phelan. But every time I tried to send someone who I thought was strong enough, they kept dying. So then I just stopped and went big picture Kaihana. Start off slow and change the evolution of the world and the species that live on it ever so slightly so that they're stronger in the future. Long plan. So that's what I've been doing. I set up the random dungeons, the ether crystals and to get people to be interested in clearing these dungeons to slowly make them stronger, and then they would be real popular, they'd have babies, and those babies would be stronger, and then rinse and repeat 3,000 years. Ish.
Okay,
the
I have a
most-
question.
In the most
You-
brutal and simple way I can ask this, are you the reason I'm a freak?
Well, no. See, I can't control free will, but I can put people in the right spots to meet each other and hope that it works.
That's not what I mean. And like Madrash points to his chest. It's like the thing that makes me up. Are you responsible for that?
Oh, the ether organ, the sorcerer thing. Yeah, that was me. Yeah, that one took a long time. I mean, it's mostly just constant exposure to ether crystals. Most people ended up dying, but those who didn't gained an adaptability to it, and then eventually they created organs in their bodies through evolution to absorb that energy and use it, and so that's how sorcerers were made. That one took a while. A lot of dead people from that one. Oh my god.
Okay, I know I don't have my memories back yet, but my question is, considering you've been like making stronger heroes through everything, how the fuck do I fit into this?
Well, you didn't die when those dumbasses summoned you. So that means that you're pretty strong. You're about as strong as these guys on a physical and spiritual and potential growth. Yeah, you're on par with them.
Oh.
So that's when I took interest in you after all of that happened.
And what is your affiliation with the Circle of Iron now?
I mean, I used to work with them when Fuelin started the organization, but like, I don't know, 150, 200 years after they started, they kind of started to become fanatical. Then they stopped for a while, and then they started up again. And now they're just their heart's in the right place. They're just, when your only tool is a hammer, everything looks like a nail. So, yeah. But they're getting a lot closer to actually releasing Fuelin, so I need to step things up because you guys are taking forever. Sort of. Like, we've got, like, maybe 5-10 years, but yeah, that needs to speed up. We need to get you guys stronger.
I have so many questions, I don't know how to word them.
Yeah, that tends to happen with lower IQ counts. Just take your time and, workshop and then, bring the question.
So what exactly is your plan then?
It's muted. Why don't you do this?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question read.
Why doesn't she do anything? Like, why is she making 5 people that she can probably kill in like a blink of an eye? I guess I'll just ask that, Kara. Why are you making a bunch of people that you can probably turn inside out with one of your little curses? uh, do this? What, you just don't want to get your hands dirty or something?
It's less on I don't want to get my hands dirty. And her ears droop and she just kind of stares into her cup. I tried to kill him so many times. I've tried to reason with him to end this, and I can't. I can't bring myself to kill my best friend. And so I'm doing what I can. Because I don't want what I did to him to happen to anyone else. So I'm trying to make things better.
Would you say that you are powerful enough to kill him if you had the heart?
No.
That's scary.
Do you think we're capable of killing you?
Right now, no. But with time and a little bit of direction, I think you guys are my best shot currently. Because you're not my first choice. You guys weren't my third choice. But I'm running out of time. And I'm not allowed to interfere that much. I mean, if a couple of the gods knew I was interfering to the degree that I am, they would have stopped me. And I can't let them do that. Because I need to fix my mistake with Fueglin. And so that's what I've been doing. I've been training people in the hopes that one day they'll be the last that I have to bury. The last ones I have to tell their crying family, wives, husbands, children. I'm tired of having to tell people bad news.
So let me see if I get this straight. You created all of these magical items and created these magical creatures. And realized you made a mistake and decided to continue doing it.
No. When I first met Satanta, he was angry, grieving, and wanting to save his family. I trained him, I gave him weapons, and I thought he would have been fine, but he got his revenge, but it wasn't enough. He was still angry, and the gods decided to give him a reward with whatever logic they have, turning him into a demigod. And it was at that point I couldn't stop him. He just kept going and going, and the best I could do was seal him away with help from a minor god. And she still hasn't forgiven me for that. And so I'm trying to fix my mistake by helping someone become strong enough to defeat Fuelin. Because I can't. I've reached my peak. As powerful as you think I am, I don't have enough. And I don't have the willpower to do it.
So how much of our lives have you manipulated?
On
You
an
said that you were
individual
able
level,
to...
a little bit here, a little bit there. I've mostly just set the board and see what you guys interact with, what you guys choose to do. I can't manipulate your free will. All I can do is set the stage and see what choices you make. I mean,
You okay, Midrash? I don't think Midrash is okay.
I mean, the most interfering I did was give you guys post a quest for you guys to go and raid that laboratory, and that's where you guys found Gleb. I set you guys up to potentially meet Billy Buckshot, because that's where Isabel was, and he reached out to get Jonah. The one, I guess, I had to keep an eye on Clarity because of the curse mark that you and your brother had, but I couldn't do anything beyond observing, so I tried to get you as many people who were strong enough to be near you.
Question.
Yeah?
You can make a whole bunch of crazy magic shit, right?
Yes.
Kind of like your pastime.
Yes.
Can you make something that will more accurately and cleanly transfer the curse marks without killing somebody? Or at least guarantee they go to the right place?
No, that I purposely designed it the way I did as a failsafe. The idea was if someone had the curse, was trying to collect the marks, and they killed someone who had the mark, that there was a strong chance that it would go to one of the family members of the deceased. Because, the theory of, when your life flashes before your eyes as you're dying, the last people you think of are your loved ones. That was the idea behind it, to prevent the killer from getting it. But unfortunately, if you torture somebody enough, or it muddles with the mind, and the transference can go a little wonky. Unfortunately, after a couple thousands of years, spells and things like that don't respond well to the passage of time. They degrade and warp and change.
Well, do you know of anyone else who has a curse mark?
I've been keeping an eye on a few of them, but for the most part, I've been trying to interfere as little as possible unless they have potential, like Clarity over here.
Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. Just not just out of character completely. We identified that map earlier, but we never heard what was magical about the map. I just got reminded.
It has a little bit of divination magic. Mostly, there's the mark in the what is this? Hold on. In the King's Lake, and it moves, and so it's divination to track that.
Okay. So we wouldn't know what it's tracking. It's just kind of
It's just a mark.
I
that
mean, we
moves
have a strong
around.
idea based on the hunches we got. I have
Yeah.
two things I need to know. The first, I want to hear Quaylen's story. Not from a book, not from a rumor, from someone who watched him. And the second thing is, can we take his power? Can we calm him? Can we restrain him without enslaving the man to a fucking flask? Because what I know of his story, he's not a bad person. And while he has plenty of sins to account for, so do you, and so do we.
Well, as for calming his rage, I know I can't do it. I tried, but he wouldn't listen to me. But if you guys want to try and find a different way to stop him, that's the whole point of this whole experiment I've been doing, is I don't know how to fix him. But if I can help you guys to fix him, then that's good enough for me. As for his story, that goes back a long time. One moment.
Oh
The
my god, you got
dungeon-
quiet for a second there, Obo, and I thought you disconnected. I was about to freak out.
No, I am looking through the lore I wrote down
Okay.
to figure out time that this started.
Kai, Hana, and Hannah.
Yeah.
We should have seen it. She didn't change her name that much.
Her disguise
Do
is
you not
Kara.
see it?
I
Her
did.
disguise
I
is
did.
Did you
Kara.
not?
I did.
Wait, hold
He
on. You
called it.
didn't know?
From the get-go, I looked back in our old chat. It's like, oh, we absolutely know it's her.
Like, when we first met her, we were like, Hana, Kai Hana, okay. And then we all nodded in agreement. When you
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Hikari, you're the loudest of the group to be like, but what if it's Kaihana?
I forgot.
I love when people are so smart, but then they act like single-celled organisms. Because good lord, Hikari.
Alright,
I'm so used to saying shit like that and being wrong, okay?
so. Taking a big sip of tea, and Kai Hannah, takes a breath and begins to relate the events that have happened. And as she does it, she'll she'll have a bag of dirt that she pours out onto the table and begins to manipulate it with magic similar to like a mold earth and stuff to kind of make a clay puppetry of a sort of the story that she's telling.
Okay.
During the second age of Untalav, the age of the first civilizations, when the world was still young and the gods still walked the earth in physical form and interacted with the people. There was a young man and father, a woodsman, Setenta. He lived a simple and humble life with his wife and daughter. Would cut trees down in the woods and shape it into furniture, would shape it into planks for ships, whatever was needed. They didn't make much, but it was enough. And one day he found a beautiful, tall tree, majestic, thinking that with this he'd be able to make enough money to get his daughter a really nice birthday present.
Oh, you cut out for like
No!
you might have to act like a
Beautiful tall,
30 seconds.
beautiful tall tree thinking that.
He'd be able to make enough money with this to get his daughter a beautiful birthday present. So he cut down the tree. Little did he know that that was the prized tree of an archfey, Kelleron. As punishment, Kelleron stole Setenta's family away to the Feywild, where they would serve in his court. Setenta, obviously being enraged by his family being stolen from him, started a quest to find a way to get his family back. He lived as a mercenary, learning how to fight for many years before he heard of a legendary blacksmith who forged weapons for heroes. He wanted a weapon that could kill Fae and punish them for what they had done. And the blacksmith agreed. She forged him a spear of cold iron, the Fae's bane, and bestowed upon him a new name, Fuelin. With his spear in hand and the training and skills of years of fighting, he marched his way into Ternanog, the realm of the Fae. To slay the archfiend Kelleron. And at the battle, he fought the army of that Fae. And when he was about to slay the creature that had stolen his family away from him, the Archfae's lieutenant, clad in black mail, did battle with him. Not to be stopped, he slew the Black Knight that stood in his way. But as that knight died, and its helmet was tossed to the ground, Fuelin's heart wavered as he saw the face of his daughter, all grown up, manipulated into fighting her own father and dying by his spear. Fuelin's rage took over, and he killed Kelleron in a bloody battle. destroying the castle and anyone inside until he found his wife locked away within a tower. And when Fuelin told his wife what happened to their daughter, grief overtook his wife, and she threw herself from the top of the tower. And Fuelin had his revenge, but it cost him everything. And unfortunately, during that time, he had gained the favor of the gods, seeing that his quest was righteous and was good, and they had bestowed upon him the powers of a demigod. But that meant that he could not die by mortal hands. And he couldn't end his own life to join his wife and daughter. And so, consumed by his rage, he set a war against the gods who had bestowed upon him this power. But he couldn't take the gods down. They were too powerful. Every time, they would just brush him aside as if he were a puppy. Fuck! Internet. Really, internet? Now, of all times? Yeah, I know, my internet went kaput. Yeah. Yeah, I know. We might have to have a shorter session because this storm is not letting up. Yeah. Yeah, it's nothing under my control. I'm connected again and everything is Yeah. I'm gonna hop back into the Discord.
Yay!
Hello, testing.
Yay!
Okay.
Alright, stream is reconnected too. Perfect. Okay, so he was brushed aside by the gods like a puppy being disciplined. And so, since he could not take his revenge on the gods, he set his fury on those that the gods had created. Humanity, sentient creatures, beasts of the world. And in the hopes of the gods smiting him, he set his work, killing all who came near him. It was then that I had to intervene and try to stop him. For there were none who could be his equal in battle. And to stop the bloodshed, I got the help of the witch Morgan. I sent her to bewitch and seduce him, to bring down his guard, and to feed him cursed meats. In an attempt to weaken him, but it didn't fully take. And so he fought one last time on the battlefield. His body torn and shredded, but he would not die. And so, to keep him from falling, he tied himself with his own entrails to the stone to keep himself upright. Daring anyone to try and finish him off. And it was in that moment I had to cast the spell to seal him to that stone. Not truly dead, but not truly alive. And so I set to finish his quest, finding heroes who would be able to stop the demon I had helped create. To put an end to his suffering, so he can pass on and go see his family he fought so hard to save. And that was nearly 3,000 years ago. So, who wants supper? We should have a stew going on at this time. She'll stand up and head over to the kitchen and start spooning out a handful of bowls of a meat stew. The smell is lackluster and not the most appealing.
I think I'm good. Yeah.
I'm with Jonah. Normally I wouldn't turn down a meal, but mentioning cursed meats kind of got the appetite gone.
Yeah.
Madrash will sit up, like roll his shoulders back, take the bowl, and just in one swift motion down the whole thing.
Yeah.
Set it down. Doesn't even care about the flavor. Honestly, he's kind of numb to it right now. And he turns to Kaihana. Someone's story tells a lot about them. And when you listen, you learn a lot of things. He was a man who was wronged by one person. And he wants to take it out because he saw injustice where there was. I can empathize with that. He wanted to right what he saw was wrong. But when he couldn't, he threw a tantrum. And that tantrum would claim the lives of so many innocent people. I don't want to kill him. I think his power should be put to use to fix, to help. If you find a way to recycle that power, that would be helpful. I still want to see if we can stop him without trapping him, because if it's trapping him or killing him, I would rather take the cold iron spear and put it through his heart myself. Because being locked in that prison, that box, can only make him more hateful. And seeing what it did to someone in Meridian, you were watching us, so I'm sure you saw how quickly I protested that. The gods aren't perfect. The gods kind of suck. But people suck too. No one has all the answers. I don't know what you can and can't do. But if you're breaking rules, then I'm going to ask you to break some rules that really help us out. I don't care about power. I care about stopping you. If we need power to do that, then by all means. But genuinely, if this is over and he is stopped, you can't play God anymore. And I want your word on that.
If we can stop Waylon, I'll go back to my humble life as a blacksmith. But no more magic items.
A weapon isn't evil. A weapon's just a weapon. You do what you want.
I'm tired of making weapons. I would much rather just work on horseshoes and plowshares again, like when before all this started.
Hey, Hannah, I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you believe in the motivations of the Circle of Iron? Do you feel that all outer-worldly creatures should be banished from this world?
Considering I helped start the Circle of Iron, yes, but not to the degree that they are. I believe that extraplanar creatures do not have mortal lives' the best interest for mortal lives. They tend to abuse them and manipulate them for their own desires, and toy with them for their own entertainment. But I don't believe that they're all evil. And the Circle of Iron was started as a way to protect people from that. Give them the tools and the knowledge on how to keep themselves safe. Identify what is controlled by Fae, what is the influence of Fiend. And now it's become a zealous cult.
You can always have too much of a good thing.
And do you know what story it is that they're telling them to say?
They're telling the same story of Fuelin. But when you hear it, you hear a sad story of someone whose life was ruined by a series of events out of their control. When they hear the story, they want revenge. And they don't want anyone else to suffer the same fate. And so their goal is to try and free Fuelin in order to use his power to try and save the world. Unfortunately, doing so will probably end up dooming it.
And are we 100,000% sure that the story that you've given is the truth, 100% of the truth, and nothing but the truth? Because I've spoken with some of the Fae, and it sounds like they have a different. At
The
least.
Fae would definitely have a different aspect of the story. But from their end, a madman with this pointy stick decided to start a one-person war against the Fae.
I mean,
I don't blame them for having that outlook. That's what it was from their perspective. As for if I'm telling the truth or not, I have no reason or any need to try and deceive you. If you choose not to help me, then I will find others who I hope will help me. I won't force you.
At the end of this, is there even a way for me to go home?
Well, maybe. That's if they don't get to your home first. Your coming here wasn't an accident. And if you would like, I can restore those memories that were sealed.
Even without using a spell slot? Well, we were planning on that, but
I have the magic to reverse it. If it helps convince of my intentions, then I will gladly.
I need them gone. I need my memories back mostly, so that the Circle of Irons can't knock me out of this fight. Madresh, you can save the diamond dust.
Oh, I didn't need the diamond dust. I found another way to reverse it. When you told me it was modified memory. But
Okay.
Well, then one moment. As she is then going to come back. She's going to leave the room and come back with a fairly large block of coal. And she is going to slowly start squeezing it down and down and down until she pulls her hands apart. And there is a roughly shaped diamond in her hand. This is going to hurt, but not physically.
Or magically.
I know. I figured my friends have been trying to keep me safe.
She'll put a hand to your head, and the diamond will slowly begin to disintegrate as what feels like a migraine finally lifting, and your head is clear, and you remember. There is a handout that you should have access to now.
All right. Oh, it's in the D&D Beyond. Let me go to it.
Should be in roll 20.
Yeah, I meant roll 20. All right,
Okay,
Isabella's
you said D&D
locked.
Beyond, and I was like,
I
Yeah,
meant roll 20.
yeah, it's Isabella's locked memories.
All right. I will start reading. In a blinding flash of blue light, the fairgrounds vanished and was replaced with dark, cold stone walls. My eyes adjust to the darkness, and I wish they didn't. Juno was cut in half. Her lower body was nowhere to be seen, and she was screaming in a growing pool of her own blood. Gavin's arms and legs were bent and broken in horrible ways. Bo, I think it was her, was rolling side to side. All her skin was gone, and Beatrice, well, I couldn't find her, but there was a mound of flesh and blood with blonde hair. I think that was her. A hooded man with a beard walked over to me and put a hand on my head. I couldn't make out the details of his face at the time, but I would soon learn to hate the man known as Igris, the Farseer. Gavin and Bo were helped with their wounds by nuns, I think. I don't know how they healed my friends, but they did. However, Bo was wrapped in bandages whenever I saw her. I don't blame her. I don't know how long I've been here, but I'm visited by Igris, I think, once a day during mealtime, and he talked with me. His English was very broken, but had no accent. He asked me questions about who I was and the world I came from, but I didn't understand. Igris would get enraged by my answers. Nothing I said made him happy. One day, Gavin, Bo, and I were brought above the ground during a light rainstorm. It felt so cold, but it was wonderful after spending days underground. The day soon took a dark turn. Igris told me that if I didn't give him the information I wanted, I would suffer. I still didn't understand his questions. Dealing myself wherever witchcraft he would use on me, I closed my eyes and gritted my teeth. The screams of pain were not my own. Gavin was being crushed by invisible force. Bo and I pleaded for Igris to stop, but he didn't. Bo was reduced to a red puddle in the wet grass. Igris told me Bo would be next to suffer if I held back information. Over the next few days, I told Igris everything I knew about Earth. Everything. Knowing I was running out of things that Igris would want to know, I started hatching a plan to escape. When the day came, I did not hold back. My hatred and rage for Igris gave me the strength to break out of my cell and find a way to Bo. But when I found her, all my fury had faded. She was strung up and dissected like a lab rat. Igris walked in and helped me to a chair outside. Under the fading sunlight, he did something. I saw my friends healthy and whole. Then everything went to black. Isabella's just gonna, after getting all her memories back, she's just gonna blink. And she's just gonna.
Oh, dang it, not again. Yeah, we're gonna have to end this real soon. Hello? Hello? It's a terrible time for my internet to disconnect. Hello?
Hello!
Okay.
I had just finished, and Isabella just starts cursing in Gaelic. And I guess her next thing would be like, how did they know the language where I came from?
Either by magic or by study. The spell used to transport you here is possible, but only if you know the destination. After turning things back a bit to see what they had done, they've been searching for a backup plan. A world where there are no fiend, fae, or gods. A world with no magic. One that they could go to. Odds are, they'll probably have Waylon at the head as they try to conquer your world.
Would that work? Would he be able to exist in a world without magic?
Yes. If you go from one world to another, you adapt to the world that you travel to a degree. But judging from the fact that they stopped viewing other worlds, the one that you are from, Isabella, they may be able to retain their magic, and with that, no one would be able to stop them.
So the people that hate Outerworlders will choose to become Outerworlders themselves.
I don't think they see it that way, but it is ironic.
A man with vendetta against a certain people isn't new where I'm from. At least that person got to kill themselves in the end.
Although I can only assume what their plans are, since of recent they've been able to shield themselves from me. What they plan on for your world, I don't truly know, but whatever it is, it can't be good. So, with the coming revelations, with the revelations that the party has had, and memories restored, and a daunting quest before them, that is where we will end today's session.
Jeebus fucking Lorenzo.